In this video, we're going to talk about the encryption field type. Many moons ago, I wrote a blog post about creating a support system using ExpressionEngine. And at the time, I had a form on the front end of a site. And this wasn't live. This was just kind of a blog, to show, the capabilities of accepting data into the system. So I had a form on the site that asked the user for all kinds of information, and included in that was their password for things like their FTP to their server or FTP account for their server, as well as their username and password for logging into the system. That was a no-no. And I knew it, but I was trying to come up with some way of describing how to use Safecracker at the time, which now has just become forms in ExpressionEngine. So Eric took that upon himself to create the encryption field type, and what that does is it allows you to specify, a way of storing that information in a secure way. Okay, so if you go to add-ons and then field types, you'll notice that the security encryptor field type is available here. It is installed. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go to admin, channel administration, and then channel fields. Like we're going to create a new field. And just for display purposes, I'm just going to open up one of these and show you, if you create a new channel field, that item is selectable in the dropdown. So if I choose it, the parameters at the bottom are quite interesting. So you have this ability to specify whether it's a password field, an input field, or a text area. So that depending on the amount of information that you need to display, you can change this. You can change the length of the field. So if it's a password or an input area, and I would imagine that the text area, you would want to make this much bigger. And so the decrypt access, you can make this so that it is only for the super admins, or maybe it's for the super admins in another account. Like we use editor, which is somebody that has access to all of the content section under the control panel. But if you just want it to be super admins, then you can do that. And then the hidden text, if you don't have the right permissions, what would you use as a placeholder? So in this case, we've chosen asterisk, and I would just click on submit. Now what happens is that gets added to, and I guess we could go ahead and let's do this encrypt, and we'll just leave it like that, and then we'll just create this. So what'll happen is once that's, if I've got my assignments correct, what'll happen is, I'm logged in as super admin, so I can actually see this. But if I wasn't, then what'll actually happen is if somebody had content in here, it would just be asterisks. And notice that I left this as a text area, which I didn't intend on doing. If I go back and open this up again, I can specify that I just want it to be a password, update it, go to content, publish, about, and notice that it specifies, that it's an encrypt field, and ask me what information I want to, I can input information in here, and it won't display that unless I have access to it. So anyway, hope this is helpful. And if you have any questions, head on over to mithra62.com. Actually, one last note, because I'm just seeing it here over on the mithra62.com website. There is integration for Matrix, so it does work with Matrix. And it also works with Zenbu. So if you need to display that information using Zenbu, and it also works with Freeform. So if you have a need for any of those add-ons, then you can use Mithra, this add-on from Mithra from Eric to allow for encrypted content. So, but if you have any other questions, just head over to mithra62.com and contact us through the Connect form there, so that we can answer any questions that you might have.